Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm going live in the Facebook group right now. 2019 is my year. Almost there. So welcome everyone at our first class of our 10 days. So we're live in the group right now. And so for those who are new to Zoom, there is a chat function at the bottom. If you click on it, you can see all panelists and attendees. So if you want to communicate with each other, you need to click all panelists and attendees. Otherwise, only I can read. So tell me who is there. Just say your name and where you're from, so I know who I'm talking to. And there's always a bit of a delay. So let me know your name and where you're from. Carina from Sweden, Fleur from the Netherlands, Simone from Germany, Mina from Bulgaria, Erika from Budapest, Buena Flor from the Philippines. Wow, I don't know if it's really early or late where you are right now. Okay, so while more people are coming in, so what we're going to do today is, 5 p.m. in the Philippines. That's okay. I'm going to explain to you the importance of pleasure and joy and happiness in your business. And I'm wearing different kind of glasses than Vivi. Hello from Denmark. I'm wearing my extra set of glasses because I cannot find the other one. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you about why pleasure is important, what we're going to do over the coming 10 days. And and Miriam from Iceland. Oh, your plane is delayed because of storm. Wow. Sorry. Oh, and someone is raising a hand. So if you want to communicate, you need to go to all panelists or to the chat and let me know your name and where you're from. And if you are in the Facebook group and you can't make it, I might have pushed the right rate. No. Oh, it's Miriam. So hello, Miriam. Well, hello, everyone. Let's just dive right in, okay? What I want us to have is a very lively conversation about what it means to have a lot of pleasure and joy in our business, because very often the more masculine way is that it's all about money and result and everything, and it just doesn't work for us. We need and I think this is for men as well, but we're women, so we need joy and pleasure and happiness, and also I'll tell you all about that later. So let's go to my keynote. Oops, which is here. Okay. I hope you can all see this. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Esther de Charon de Saint-Germain. I'm the personal branding queen, and this is the Pleasure Masterclass, which is the first of a series of masterclasses. So there's one today, there is one in 2 days on Saturday. It's about planning, which is very much and this is about pleasure. And then Sigrun takes over, and she will do the profit masterclasses. And if you're in for a huge treat, there's no way you can afford to miss that, really. And I'm not this is for real. So, are you at the right party? Are you a female entrepreneur? Are you a beginner or more advanced? And maybe you're really advanced offline, but now you want to grow your online presence and profit. You are looking for a way to grow your business and your mind along with it. It's very important. And you don't experience enough pleasure and fun at the moment. So let me know if this is you. So who am I? I'm the personal branding queen. I'm the author of the Wonderfully Weird Woman's Manual and the founder of the Branding Academy. I'm a mother and a wife, and multi-passionate. Very sensitive and very bright. I'm an art historian and a serial learner. And this is me on a stage with Sigrun. Last year in Zurich in September, I think. And I truly adore this photo. Because we were I was called on stage and I had no idea. And I just really love being on that stage and talking to everyone. So if you don't know yet, Sigrun, she's the one with the red dress. So she's always wearing a dress. She's always wearing red. And this is us also last year. And so she has been my business coach since September 2016. And I'm in Somba with her as well. So, let's get serious about pleasure and joy and happiness and fun. So I need to get rid of this. Hold on. I need to change something. Otherwise, I cannot read what I've been writing here. So we're going to talk about why is pleasure important, what happens when we don't take pleasure seriously, and the difference between pleasure and happiness. What is pleasure? I want you to share, and we can continue this later in the group because it's so much fun, your guilty pleasures, meaning your not guilty pleasures. And then we're going to do brain feel storm and daily practice, and I will coach 3 of you, hey Bara and Cal, on the presence or the absence of joy and pleasure in your business and what it means when it's not there. So why is pleasure important? It strengthens your creativity. When you are happy, your clients are happy. You know, it's all law of attraction. You're happy, clients are happy. It will open you to possibilities. This is really important. Whether you're in business or not, but you only got one life. And if it's all work and no play, You only got one life, and it's supposed to be fun and amazing and wonderful, and the whole set of experience that are available to us. Um, Small mindset, big mindset. If I forget about this, reach out to me and ask me about this. It's because life is supposed to be amazing. It's not a reward. It's not something you do at the end. It's something that you start out with. So it's a necessity. Um, Focusing on pleasure and joy and happiness will help you to get out of your head and into your body and your heart. So it's you establish immediately a connection that is deeper than all in here, and then you forget that all the wisdom that is in your body and in your soul. It's because you're a woman, right? You're not a man, you're a woman for a reason. And pleasure is important to each one of us, and because it's your fuel. So now I'm wondering if I'm taping this. I think so. So what happens when you don't take it seriously? Your big mindset will become a small mindset. There is no fun. It's not attractive. You don't feel attractive because if you shut down everything that is under this, I mean this whole part of your body, if you shut it down, you only it makes you it makes your vision narrow, it makes your life narrow, and it's just like you there's not enough. It's like you don't see the opportunities, and also it will cause physical complaints like headache and stress. And I'm not saying this because I'm perfect at it, because I am not at all. Oh, okay. Thank you, Fleur. So it's I need to remind myself to go outside or to stop working, because I'm very much a workaholic. I love working, but I also know that, so I got all these little rituals, and we will share all these rituals with each other. Um, I dance in the morning while doing my makeup, and I need to infuse my daily life with little rituals to ensure that there is pleasure and happiness and joy in life. So when you don't take pleasure seriously, you get out of the vortex, like the vortex of possibilities and of lightness and of possibilities, and then there will be no abundance, because it won't come if you don't make space for it. So that there's a difference between pleasure and happiness. So pleasure is now and it goes away. So it's an immediate reward on an action. So if you enjoy a piece of chocolate, or you're having really good sex, because that's all part of pleasure as well, it goes away and the memory lingers, but it's short-lived, and it's like these little boosts in your that make your spirit go yes. So happiness is a state of mind. It's very often also a choice, and it's something you need to work on all the time. So short-lived, long-term, okay? And so they're both important because they both get you into the vortex, and the vortex of everything is possible, of yay, celebrate, let's do this, of lightness, and you really want to be there. So what is pleasure? It's sensual, it's physical, as in sex alone or with someone else. And let me tell you, I feel highly uncomfortable talking about this. So I'm by far not an expert at all on the whole pleasure, sex, self-love, masturbation, whatever part. But I'll quote two books. Hold on, the other one is here. That you, if you are interested in this, so the one is, can you see this? Is Pussy, a Reclamation by Regina Thomas Hauer, or Mama Gina. She is the founder of Mama Gina's School of Womanly Arts, and it's all about the strength of, well, our strength that we got. And once again, I'm really uncomfortable talking about this, but it's important because it's part of who we are as human beings. The other one is this book by Isabel Losada. It's very funny. It's highly readable. I think I read it last year, no, longer. I don't know. I read it in one go while sitting outside in a sauna. It's about, so Isabel Losada went on a trip on about the meaning of what is sensation. And so she describes adventures in sex, love, and laughter. And so if you want to find out more about sensuality in that way, these are your books. And there are way more books. So if you got tips, share them, okay? So pleasure is also touch. Really, like it can be like the little things, like adding a little bit of cream on your hand and really, really feel your skin and how soft it is and how amazing it is, the fact that you've got skin. So you can splash on makeup or cream or whatever in the morning and just get it over. You can also make a ritual out of it. So I make a ritual out of it because I love it. I love having really high, good quality organic brands and put it on my face, and I really, really, really enjoy the experience every day. I always make time for it. It's something I love. And I love looking at my face in the mirror and to see where the gray starts coming. So it's like a morning balm of self-love. And it's pure pleasure. It's also, it's sensual, and it's touch, and it's gratitude, and it's everyone together. And Simone said that anyone touched the OMG Yes website. Yeah, well, this book is very much about it as well, Simone. So read the book. But so bring on the tips, guys, girls. Pleasure is having adventures. The moment where you start looking outside your normal scope of, this is what I do, and I'm going self-massage. Yes. And well, Barbara makes really beautiful creams and butter, body butter. Thank you. That the moment you really feel the touch of your own skin and have to feel this deep gratitude towards your body, something is set in motion. So having adventures is really important, and an adventure can be something as small as going to a different supermarket than your normal supermarket and buy stuff you've never bought before. It can be that small, and you can make it huge. You can get on a bus to an unknown city or train or whatever and have an adventure and go walk into a city without a map. Just go, like, do little adventures of where you don't know what the end result will be. Pleasure is enjoying the small things, like daily things like food and doing small chores, especially when you're busy. So I got a cleaning lady, thank God, otherwise I would go mad. But there's one thing I still do, and that is the laundry. So my little pleasure in there is when it's warm, and I hang the clothes on the rails outside, and um, I make like little works of art with my clothing reels. And the fact that I hang the clothes of my husband and my son is still like magic to me. Still can't get over the fact that I'm a mother and I'm someone's wife. So I really enjoy. I make the packs look beautiful. So um, it's it's 10 minutes work, and I truly enjoy it. So every time you do something that you loathe and you hate it, um, try and see if you can make it into something that brings you joy and happiness and pleasure. Creative adventures, small and big ones, and it can be as small as getting a piece of paper and close your eyes and draw something, and then see whatever wants to come up. It can be as small as that, but it's really truly important. Uh, Pleasure is often more being on the creative side than on the consuming side. So if you're watching day after day um, Netflix series, which is great, nothing wrong with it, but if you don't alternate it with doing something yourself, creating something yourself, have a bath instead of watching television. Go outside, read a book, write a poem, something like that. Um, if you don't alternate that, creating and consuming, it will not help the pleasure part, because it's okay. I'll sit and I'll watch. So also, it's not useful. It's just plain ordinary fun, and very often when we're busy in our business, we tend to make no space for stuff that is not useful. So it's important that it's not useful, that it's just because you love doing it. And it brings you into the vortex. It's law of attraction. You're having fun, fun will come to you. You're happy, happy will come to you. You feeling abundant and open, openness will come to you. Well, it doesn't work well. Something like that. So let's talk about not guilty pleasures. Yeah, Netflix is useful in moderation. So doing something outside of your circle. Guilty pleasures is fun. I've been thinking a lot about guilty pleasures, and I found I've got a lot of guilty pleasures. And it's very often what is guilty to you, or as we call not guilty, is that it's outside of your circle. So I'm more in the intellectual, um, um, classical music, and the good pop music like David Bowie circle, but thinking, yeah, drinking wine while cooking can be a guilty pleasure, but it's very much a guilty pleasure when it's something you're not supposed to do, because that's funny. So I like listening to um, um, Italian music that is like really like the bowling music, like Eros Ramazzotti and Laura Pausini, and then I'll sing along with it. I have no idea what they're singing, but it's very much like, oh, emotions. And I truly, truly enjoy it. I sometimes, so there is Dutch music that is being frowned upon, but I love singing along with it. It's eating food you're not supposed to eat. Like you're on a diet and everything is very strict, and now you're having this one croissant and you truly, truly, truly adore it. So it's not like you're doing, so it's all in the truly wholeheartedly enjoying what you're doing. It's challenging laws, so this is at your own risk. So what I do is I've got a couple of street bumps in the street where, and it's like it's a road where there's almost no one. I'm supposed to drive 60 there, and I take the street bumps with a little bit more over 60, and then there is this moment where my car flies, and I truly enjoy doing that. I know I'm not supposed to do it. I know I can get a ticket for it, but I just do it now and then. It's my guilty pleasure. Oh, yeah, putting pleasure first before I have accomplished something. Uh, so um, it's the reason why it's important. It's because it will open your scope. It will broaden your vision because you're doing something out of your ordinary way. It's every time someone says, "I cannot love soccer or football because I'm not supposed to like it." Um, Forget about it. You can like whatever you want. You just really, really need to do it to go all in and really, really love it. So in your workbook, this is the last sheet, and I really want you to fill it out because we have to take pleasure seriously. So I want you to write down the 10 things that bring you pleasure. Sending myself flowers and have them delivered. Oh my God, Fifi, that is just the best thing. I love that. That's really, really great. It's also why I've sometimes asked people to wrap my book because I can open it, and it's the sending myself flowers is truly amazing. I love that. Um, so write down the 10 things that bring you pleasure because this is really, really important. Otherwise, you just skip it. And then write down how you want to feel. If you want to feel light and accomplished and loved, then you need to focus on the buy myself wrap gifts. That is really truly great. So make sure that the pleasure brings you to a certain brings you in a state of mind, and then you're going to avoid because we're really really good at making ourselves small. So if one of the things that you're going to bring yourself pleasure with or joy or happiness is buying a beautiful cream, a gloriously beautiful cream in a little jar, and you're going to apply that every day, and you're going to infuse it with love and say, "Oh, I'm so beautiful," and um, and you are normally someone who is talking yourself down and focusing on the wrinkles and on the your supposed ugliness, or the fact that you're old, or the fact that you're not accomplished enough, or that you're not smooth enough, or whatever, then it's something you're going to avoid. So I'm going to avoid talking myself down. And then I reward myself with. So this is like extra cherry on the cake. You're going to reward yourself with the fact that you bring pleasure and joy into your life. Okay? Make sure you feel this out. So now let's brainstorm, and I'm going to coach a couple of you. And then the next masterclass is on January the 12th. And this is all, it's all very much plan and do this, go here, click, stuff like that. And make sure you have signed up for the Profit Workshop with Charon, because you need to do that separately, and the link is in your email. And you really, really, really need to do it, because I can see that not everyone is in there. And these classes are, let me stop the sharing. So these classes with Charon, they are really out of this world. And so I've done them a couple of times because they were part of the curriculum of Somba, and it's really, it will blow your mind. So be there. So now I'm going to see if I can find Simone. How do I do this? Participants, attendees, Simone. There you are. Because I'm going to promote Simone to panelist. Hello. I'm unmuting you. Yeah. So now you're unmuted.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
so
cool.
Welcome. And so Simone volunteered to be coached by me. So this is truly brave, and congratulations. And everyone, give her a hand. Yay.
Thank you.
So you had a very specific question about pleasure, or not having enough pleasure and joy and happiness in your business. Tell me, what was the question?
The question, or more or less the situation. So first of all, I found it very helpful, the distinction between happiness and pleasure that you gave first, because I'm pretty good on the happiness scale. So so the underlying feeling of my life is getting better every day, and it's really like peaceful and something like that. So I'm pretty good on that. As I realized, I'm really not good in the pleasure part. And partly one of the reasons is because of my situation. First of all, I have this in mind that business has to be something like struggle. And I worked on that one.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of mindset work about that. But on the other side, right now, I'm on my path as a shaman, which is a weird path in a way. So it doesn't work like normal. And now, because it's weird and because it took so much personal development, I don't have a business and I don't have an income. But I know that it's important for me to find my way into business. And I'm pretty sure that it's not about suffering, because I've suffered enough. So that part is done.
Yes.
This
is a huge insight.
Yes, it took me 4 years, but now it's done. So I'm really fed up with it. So, so my question is, how can I bring all this together? Like this wish to be in business, like this wish to be of service to others, of like weird shaman people like myself in a way. And most of them.
Why do you keep referring to it as weird shaman?
Good question. Because first, I know that you make a space for weird people, mm-hmm. as wonderfully weird people. So I really like that. And second, because I'm still in an environment maybe which, for me, it's normal now. But the moment I get outside, mm-hmm. People look like, what? So, yeah, maybe it's a mixture of both.
I think you need to quit the weird part.
Okay.
Because it feels like you're using it as a way to set yourself apart. Mm-hmm. Like, I think you need to get to the fact that being a shaman is a gift. It has been given to you. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So you've got to be bloody grateful for it, that it's there. And by calling yourself weird, not as a way of, hey, I can do anything I want, but as a way to set yourself apart from other people, it lacks joy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're right. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, are you needed?
Yes. It takes me some.
Yeah. Okay, we do it again. Are you needed?
Yes.
Okay. This is really important. You are needed.
But it takes me a lot of, wow, I didn't know that this is so difficult to say.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Wow. Mm-hmm.
So
I'm needed.
Who needs you?
People who have this shaman gift inside and don't know about it, or who know about it but they don't know what to do with it.
So you're the shaman?
Maybe, yes.
Okay. This is interesting because you immediately put yourself on the top of the mountain.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
What do you think? Does it bring you joy?
Yes. Yes. And yes? It fits to my vision that I had for about what is my task to do in a way. So yeah, it fits.
So you're at the top of the mountain and you make space for, there's one thing, what you just did is you said, I'm going to help other people to connect with their, open up to their shaman qualities.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, not only open up, but also help them understand them, mm-hmm. and also help them find their purpose and their path.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to lead by example.
Yes.
Because I know, and if you read the chat later, there are a lot of people who need this.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can only do that if you start, one, enjoying the fact that you can do this. Mm-hmm. Radically throw out everything that is connected to struggle, to hardship, to, oh, this is so difficult. Because the people that need you to be light, and you're a light person. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So all these people who feel that there is this negative weirdness because they enter a room and they immediately feel stuff. They are in nature and they can almost hear the trees talk.
Yeah.
They look at the sky and they see stuff and they think, what the fuck? What is going on? I don't belong, or I'm alone, or whatever. And you open it up and you provide a space for them where they can honor these gifts
Yes.
with joy and lightness.
Mm.
And I think you've got a really light personality and a fun personality.
Yeah. It's a bit hidden. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not like fun dancing on the table fun.
I did that too.
There you go. There you go. This is really, really important.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And
But what do you think? What kind of fun? Not if you say not the kind of dancing on the table fun.
well, if dancing on the table fun will help you connect to the people who need you, then you need to do that. It starts with you. It
Mm-hmm.
starts with you taking your shaman gifts seriously, but not like I need to change the world all by myself. Oh my God, it's really difficult, like this. But it's like light.
Mm-hmm.
And um, and the fact that something like shamanism can be connected to happiness and lightness and joy and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Esther says here, you can only make others feel happy if you are showing it yourself.
Yeah, true.
And you're a light kind of person. I mean, you're not light like light, but like bright shining light with a quirky sense of humor, I think.
Yeah, sometimes.
And that needs to go. That it needs to go out. People need to see that.
Mm.
But it starts with owning your own joy and your fun and pleasure and
Mm.
little things. So it starts with feeding yourself and then paying it forward.
Yes. Actually, it brings me to my tears.
Yeah, I
So
can see
it's
that.
really,
Yeah.
because it's really relieving um, to get the allowance for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there might be an element of um, it's not like punishment, but it's like it's like there is this, and maybe it's about proving yourself, or it needs to be hard, but it doesn't need to be hard. So the idea that it's hard and it is struggle is what keeps you small. No, it's not what keeps you small. It's what keeps you hidden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might be true. That is true.
Yeah.
I know it's true.
So, what is the one thing that comes up? Close your eyes. And then the one thing that comes up, hands up, breathe. And the first thing that comes to you, what is the one thing that's really, whatever pleasure, joy thing that will help you to bring the light, that will help you to immediately connect to the people who need you? It can be anything.
It's interesting because when you spoke, until you said the last part of the sentence, it was dance. And when you said, like, what helps me connect with them, I got blank. So I have no idea.
Then it's dancing. You got to trust it. It's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is something about you connected to other people. It's almost like you feel you've got to be someone in order to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That might, yeah.
So that you cannot be this light, dancing kind of person in order to be taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was never allowed to be myself.
Yeah.
So.
And if there are like 1,000 shamans, and there is one who is like you, where there is a lot of lightness and earthiness, and because you can all that, you can connect everything.
Mm.
So if you think you need to be more like the other shaman, I'm 100% sure that there are a lot of people who feel connected to you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I had a long struggle about not being a real shaman, although my inner wisdom told me that this is not true because I don't have feathers and I don't even have a drum. So it's like,
whoa!
Maybe I get one, but I don't need it. I do it with my voice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I can completely so with the moment I said I'm a soul whisperer, it felt like coming out of the closet. And because I thought, I was afraid that my former school friends from my Waldorf school would tell me to get back into the closet, like, oh, come on, Esther, you're just an obnoxious little punk girl and you cannot be like that and also be a soul whisperer, because that's only for very special people.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to dive into that.
Mm.
So find something that brings you joy and pleasure, and do it. Just do it without any, just see what happens.
Mm.
And then without focusing on the outcome, just see what happens inside of you. If you dance to whatever music comes up, and if it's guilty music, do it.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool, Esther. Thank you.
Okay, great. Just let us know what happens. So do not focus on the outcome. Focus on the pleasure itself of dancing, and then only on that.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. And thank you for being so courageous.
Thank you very much for this. It was really, that shifted something. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you. So I'm going to change your role to attendee, and then Christina Palmer. Are you Christina? Is Christina in there? Let me see. I can find attendees here. Christina. No, she's not there. And Maria Mo, is she there? Maria, also not. Okay, I need a volunteer. I need someone who is not having enough fun and Fleur, do you want to coach me? Bring it on, Fleur. Where are you? Fleur, I'm going to promote you to panelist. I hope I can see you and that you are on camera. Yes, there you are. Hello. So you are unmuted. Hello, Fleur.
Hey, Esther.
Okay, so I don't know anything about you, but that's okay. Just tell me why, where you lack, where in your business and life you lack pleasure.
So for me, I think it's more about balance. I have this really masculine energy from myself, but my whole life everybody told me that that's wrong. You have to be feminine because I'm feminine, and I struggle with this. I'm a business coach for artists right now, and I struggle with how I should appear. Should I be more creative? But I really like to look clean, just like this is the way I want to look. So I think I struggle really with embracing this masculine energy, and because I don't do this, it just hits me in the face sometimes. So then I try to embrace more the feminine energy, and then it just comes and runs me right, smacks me right down like, no, you are this result orientated. So for me, why it's causing me not to have pleasure in my business, because I am not allowing myself to be myself in my business. So yeah, that's causing me my pleasure, I think. So yeah, I don't know if it's a really straightforward talk.
No, it's a great example. I know I've got loads of masculine energy. I'm sometimes more masculine than my own husband. It's like I'm really like focus and do this and do that. So I completely get that. And I'm also a little bit confused about what is the feminine and what is the masculine thing.
Yeah.
So it feels like so who told you about you're not being feminine enough?
Yeah, so my father, he was not really a whole pro-feminist guy. So he was more like, you should grow up and just take care of the kids, that's your... So even when I did hit the high grades and everything, he just said, that's great for now, but just focus on being a good mother. So then he got right, because I did work in corporate and I kept my children and I did stay at home. So I thought, oh my gosh, how could this happen? I had all these talents and then I am still at home with my kids, like my father told me, good girl. Yeah. So, but he really told me to be, and also I am really spiritual, but not, I think not in a way, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm more like a down-to-earth person. So I am really spiritual, but in the spiritual world, people really, I feel this, so it's not, maybe it's not true, but I really feel that they judge me because I don't look like the rest of the people. And yeah, I'm more like down to earth. So yeah, then they always say, hey, you need to be more open. And I think, yeah, I'm as open as I can be right now.
I hear a lot of they say and I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you think you are? And without what the other people say.
Yeah, I do think that I am result oriented, and I do like this. I am really, my mind thinks strategical, and I like that it does this, you know. And I know that I'm creative, so and that I really like to be creative. So I do like to mix those two things. That is more me. But I think I'm at this point that I choose not to adjust to everyone else. But I'm a little bit lost, but okay, I don't adjust anymore. But okay, what's left, you know? So what's left when I don't adjust?
Fleur, I think you are a natural force of nature, and that's amazing.
Okay, what's that?
A natural force of nature. You're very strong.
Yeah.
And you are enjoying it.
Yeah.
The only thing that weighs you down is what other people say.
Yeah, because I think that people won't connect with me if I'm, you know, because then you have all this, like I did the marketing school and I did the branding school and everything, you know. So then you have all these things to say, yeah, but you really have to, you know, connect to people and think, oh my gosh, you know, when I'm this, am I still connecting to my audience? And I know I have to let this go. But yeah, it's a struggle for me.
I get that. So, oh, I love this. I need to read this to you. So Lynn says, a tree doesn't worry if it's feminine enough. It just does what it was made for.
Yeah, that's really cool that she says it, because my course is called Rooted, because I say it like a tree. I say your roots make your fruits. So that's really cool that she says it.
So,
and it's always what you know, I know that this is my challenge, because you teach what your challenge is. Yeah, you're a little bit ahead, but you teach your challenge. But yeah, I'm thinking more that maybe if I'm really me, because I'm really intense and really strong, I do kind of be this person, you like me or you totally don't like me. And I'm a little bit scared of that.
you're not supposed to be liked by everyone.
Yeah, I know, but
So you coach artists.
mm-hmm.
Do you also help them market themselves, for instance?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you do something, you are different from them.
Yeah.
And which means that energy, that focused, I'm here and now I'm going there energy, is what will help your artist clients. It's like you are the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong built bridge, and they can walk on that bridge.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say. That I keep them tracking, you know, on course and just go in. Yeah.
And so this whole I'm going there because I'm going there, and I don't take any all the other voices. No, hold on. Let's go back. No. Can you hold your hands on your heart? And now invite all the voices of people who tell you that you cannot be who you really are. Just let them all come. And then whenever you hear a voice, say it out loud. Invite them in.
And now I have to say what they are saying to me?
Yeah. Just open your mouth and let come out the words.
That I'm not good enough, that I'm too strong.
No, just really the words. Do not translate it. Just say what you hear. Like, Fleur, You,
that I'm too much to, you are too much, you are, yeah, I think too much is really the thing I'm still repeats. Yeah, that I'm too much energy, too much taking people's place, taking people's spaces, too much. So this is the main thing that's coming for me.
okay. How does it feel?
Yeah, that I have to be small in order to fit in everybody's boxes. Yeah.
Now keep your hands like this. I want you to find a natural, because these voices are there and you've made them really important. So there's a weight to the voices. It's like you can almost feel them pounding your body and your shoulders, and it's like it makes you literally smaller than who you really are, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the thing that comes up first that is connected to pleasure and fun you can do to absorb the voices? So you're not going to fight them, you're just going to have so much fun that the voices will be absorbed. What is the thing that you can do?
Yeah. Yeah, I can say that on the on virtual.
Well, then do that.
What do you say? Sorry.
I know what you're thinking, and do that. And the other thing is, do you got singing lessons?
Singing lessons?
Yeah.
No, I hate singing.
Oh, you need to sing.
Well,
You need to
really?
sing. Yeah, you need to sing. And it's not like singing beautiful, but it's like, because there is nothing that allows you to make yourself bigger than who you are than singing.
Okay.
And you can start by sitting in your car and listen to the radio and really sing on the top of your lungs with every song. You need to own that space around you.
Okay. So singing. Yeah. Okay. I can do this. Yeah. Yeah. I understand where you're going to. So my voice, because my voice is also, I'm always have a cold, and it is really because I also do hypnotherapy in my business coaching.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how can I choose hypnotherapy when I always have a cold? So I have to do the recording sometimes, many times, because I always have a cough from the recording. So.
And it's like it's here, and it needs to be open.
Yeah.
And this is not about singing beautiful, but it is about making yourself so gigantic, hugely, unapologetically big and large. And when you do your groceries, just imagine that you are this huge lion, dragon, I don't know, whatever, and you're shopping with your entire aura with you. So you really need to step into that bigness, this largeness, because that's who you are.
Yeah.
And that's how you make, so you just need to make fun with it. No, you don't need to. You have to want it.
Yeah, I understand.
It needs
I
to be
understand what you
fun.
Yeah. 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 I just let it be.
And so Miriam says, when you truly start using your voice and step into your grandness, your colds will vanish. I think so too.
Yeah, I know it's because my daughter, yeah, it's really my daughter. She's 4, but she also had this asthma when she was 2.5 because we live near Belgium, near the border, and here there they go with 2.5. They go to school, and then she get asthma, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is not good, you know. She went, and we say, oh, maybe she's allergic to school. It just because every time she go to school, she went asthmatic. And now she is at this, so we changed her from school. And now she's at this creative school, so she can create art all the time and play outside in the forest and everything. And now she doesn't have asthma anymore. And I also am a hypnotherapist. And I also am a hypnotherapist. So I do know that physical signs are a way of not showing up. But, you know, telling other people is really easy. But telling yourself and changing yourself.
Yeah. That's why everyone needs a coach, no matter who you are. I mean, even coaches who are really famous, they got a coach. So. And Simona says, and also make sounds, roar like a lion.
Oh, I can try this. I've never done that.
Yeah, I sometimes, because it's really fun, pretend to be a wolf. And then I go with like, it's really fun.
Oh, that's great.
It's like make a sound. You got a very powerful sound and a very powerful voice. And I think that all the things you're doing by keeping yourself smaller than who you really are, they're weighing down on you. And the moment you really let them go and release it and have fun with it, I think everything will change. This is about making space, creating space for yourself. So do everything that is big. So if you got a large paper, just draw it, but really like big. It needs to be big and bold and singing and fun.
I have this question, and maybe it's a little bit, I know there are not silly questions, but at the time I find it a little bit silly. I'm always afraid if I take a lot of space, that there isn't space left for other people, you know? So I'm afraid if I take a lot of space, that there's no space for them anymore.
Yeah, I completely get it, and it's not true. It's I think the moment we make ourselves small all the time, that will affect other people because it feels really uncomfortable. But the moment, and you will always, whenever you go to a new level, you will lose people. There will always be people who do not accept it. And that's why you don't have to tell everyone, you just do it. And there will also be a lot of people who completely adore you for it. Because it means that the moment you're completely comfortable in your skin, you give other people permission to do that as well. It's like the Marianne Williamson poem. The moment you completely embrace your light, you unconsciously give other people to do so, permission to do so too.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like Lynn says, we've learned to do this as women. Look at how guys sit in public transport and how we sit. Like the white-legged thing, right? And you can experiment with this and stopping, ducking, and moving aside. I've been doing this recently. It's a fun game. Barbara said it's an infinite universe. There is space for you.
Yeah.
I recently had this sort of fun challenge with a guy on an airplane, and he wanted the armrest and I wanted it. And I thought there is no way you're going to win for me. So I just it was really uncomfortable, but I thought there's no way you're going to push me away.
And?
I won. I thought there's no way you're going to do this. You might be twice my size, but there's no way you're going to do this.
Yeah, so claim your space more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Esther said, and having a little bit of a fuck you attitude against the world. When you show your true self, people will see you as really authentic. So this is really stepping into your presence, into who you really are. And Simone said, and it's also a thing of timing. When you allow yourself to be big, you can be very present with others because you don't lose energy fighting your nature.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's really true. Because I do lose a lot of energy just adjusting the whole time.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So it starts there. The stream of energy will start flowing again.
Yeah.
Which brings you in the vortex of possibilities again, instead of you doing this.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I also love all the comments. So I really, thank you so much, Esther. I really liked it. And I also liked everybody. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So follow your inner teenager, the one who yells, fuck you, and your inner teenager is a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And this is basically all about having more fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so true. Yeah. I do embrace more fun like the last 4 years. Because before that, I was really serious. But yeah. I do think that, and when you said, but it's true what you said. You also, I think everybody needs a coach, because even if you know it, you just need to know it right then when you're in your own circle, because you don't. Yeah.
So be this masculine person, whatever it means. Be Fleur. It's fun that your name is Fleur, which is really soft name, and then you being a strong force. It's very fitting.
Yeah, I tried to change it because I also I have a lot of English speaking clients. So I tried to change it because most people don't pronounce Fleur, I get called all different things. So, and my second name is Elizabeth. So I tried to, I made an account with Elizabeth von Woods because that's the English translation. And I just thought, no, it's my name. I'm just going to claim it. And I'm just going to say to everybody how they should pronounce it.
Yeah, great. Okay. So,
thank you.
You're going to sing and to roar and to and like Simone said, and flowers are so strong. They go through cement. They can break everything.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So sing, dance, do whatever the other things, and have fun with it.
Yeah.
But just do it for now, for the coming days, just because you like doing it, not because you expect some sort of result, because that will make it result orientated, and we just want to do the fun thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Esther. Thank everybody else. Thank you all. Yes.
And well done for being like this. Great.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this was the pleasure workshop. Thank you. Masterclass. I hope this was interesting. I loved it a lot. And so for the next 2 days, we're going sing. Oh, that's a very good one for Fleur. By Lincoln, who says, sing Lily Allen's Fuck You. It's a very cheerful song. It's one of the things we sing a lot at our house. We go all the time like, fuck you very, very much. It's a very pleasant way to tell someone, I am not going to do what you want me to do. So we're going to, for the next 2 days, we're only going to do fun things. How cool is that? And share the fun things. So make photos, make little videos. I will put up a couple of posts so you can put it, share your fun things under the post. And we're going to have fun for 2 days. So thank you all very much. And I'll see you in the group. Bye.